Namaste. I am Sridhar Banigiri, welcoming you to my channel. Today I have a topic to talk. The topic which I want to share is fear. What is fear and why the subject of fear? As you know, the education system which we are all underwent or which we all gone through, the education system which we faced in the present day education system, we are taught about machines, we are taught about how to manage things outside the world. We are not taught about how to manage our emotions. There is no teaching or there is no curriculum. There is no curriculum for us to know ourselves, our emotions. The inner science is neglected while focusing on the external sciences. The subject what I want to share and talk today is about fear. What is this fear? How this fear occurs? Fear has many: fear of tomorrow, fear of your identity, fear of losing health, fear of losing wealth, fear of an accident, fear of a snake. There are so many fears. Fear of writing an exam. There are different fears, different forms of fear which we experience. Fear of water, fear of height, fear. Constantly we are having this fear within us. We are not being taught how to handle this fear. We are not being taught how to look into this fear with our education system. Because the focus is only external, not internal. Today I am sharing this because the inner science is very, very important. Understanding oneself, understanding one's emotion is of primary importance for any happy or peaceful or blissful living. Anyone to live peacefully or blissfully, he should know how to handle or know how these emotions occur in him. Recently, I was reading a book on the living enlightenment by His Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda. The book Living Enlightenment gives so many insights about looking within, going within, understanding within. In Living Enlightenment book, I am sharing one or two points what His Holiness Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda shares. He says, creation, the cosmos is created with a big bang, and the cosmos, the destruction happens by what we call the black hole. The Big Bang theory and the black hole theory is not out there. Not out there, it is there within us. The birth of this being is the Big Bang, and the death of this being is black hole. Until and otherwise one looks in that earnestness to understand oneself, one will not understand what is outer external. By understanding that which is inside, surely one can extend everything. The universe is right there within us, within ourselves. In this book, Enlightenment, Living Enlightenment, Paramahamsa Nityananda shares, while when we inhale, that is called the Big Bang theory, and we exhale, it's a black hole theory. That means very deeply, if you see, the subtle breath we take in can be compared to the Big Bang, life, prana entering into us. When we breathe in and when we exhale, the prana going out, that's fear. This is constantly happening. Life and death is constantly happening right now in the present moment. Only when we focus with that aspect, can we understand those emotions which are occurring in us. Focusing on fear. When childhood, everybody, we are all taught to resist fear. Anything that we resist will constantly persist. There is no intention to conquer fear, because fear cannot be conquered. From birth to death, the energies of the fear will be there. Fear is a form of life energy. It's a form of energy. As we all know, energy can be neither destroyed nor created. So effort to conquer fear, or having freedom from fear, freedom from fear is not the objective. Understanding fear is what is the primary importance, to be free from fear. Now when I was saying, we are all being taught how to resist fear. For instance, when a small child, when he is in fear, we as parents, we tell, don't be afraid, be brave. So we teach how to be brave. Or the child tries to escape from fear by posing to be brave, or trying to get to that brave. Putting this fear under the carpet, it tries to be brave. So escape from fear will not solve the problem. This is how we have been taught. When there is fear, escaping from it, resisting it. Resisting it means by focusing on something else. If the child is taught to look within and understand what the fear is, without posing to be brave or shifting the attention to be brave, then the child will understand and have experiences how to handle fear. So facing the fear as it is what is the primary understanding and how to deal with fear. Friend, why I am discussing this is just to say that until and otherwise we start looking within. If we start looking within ourselves, we will understand what is this bliss and what is this happiness, and how to be free from fear. Constantly we have been hiding or escaping from fear without looking directly into fear. If one starts looking at fear, in the face of fear, definitely one will be having freedom from fear. That is what I want to share in this video. All my learnings is based on the scriptural knowledge which I collected and the personal experiences which I am sharing. In this book, Living Enlightenment, Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda says, there are only two ways. One is, if you want to achieve something and if you are very confident of achieving it, then there is no fear. If you don't want to try to achieve it, then also there is no fear. If you want to achieve and you have doubts in achieving that goal, then your fear creeps in. So fear brings in huge possibilities in one. By being with fear, one awakens many possibilities, unlimited possibilities within oneself. I want to share a story of understanding how to be free from fear. All forms of fear, finally, the fear of death looms large. Every time, any fear, the ultimate of fear is fear of death. In this story which I want to share, we'll know how one can easily understand the phenomena of fear. There was a skeptic, a person who was always doubting religious gurus, saints. So in his town, near his town, he had a guru, or he had a monk or a sadhu who was always blissful, peaceful, and his company was very, very enjoying to others. So many people used to go and flock to him. This skeptic doubts the guru or doubts the Swamiji. He goes to him and he tells, Maharaj, I see you always smiling and you seems to be always happy. I am sure you are pretending. I am sure you are just posing to be happy, posing to be blissful, and posing to be in always joyous mood. I am sure you are posing that. It's not the real nature. Inside you are not free from fear or you are not free from anything. Outside you are just posing for all your devotees who come here, you are posing. The sadhu or Swamiji is taken aback. He does not answer him directly. He tells him, the other day when you came, I saw your palms. It indicated that you have short life and you will not be alive after 3 days. You will surely die within 3 days. As soon as this Swamiji uttered that to that disciple or the skeptic who came to question him, this man was taken aback. He immediately left the sadhu, and with so much of fear that he is going to die within 3 days, he fell unconscious. Then somebody had to carry him to home, and the next day when he woke up, he was feeling very happy and blissful. Immediately he went and made a compromise with his wife and all his friends, whoever he fought. He started behaving very politely, very joyfully and happily. He started forgiving everybody around him, and he was deeply in love with all the persons he was associated with. Then the Swamiji goes to his house. As soon as he sees the Swamiji, he falls at his feet and he welcomes the Swamiji. Then Swamiji asks him, you must be angry with me because I told you that you will die within 3 days. Then this man tells, no, when you told that you will die within 3 days, immediately something happened in me, and now I am very happy and peaceful. I am becoming friendly with everybody, and I am trying to forgive whoever I fought with. I am wanting to do good things to others. He says that. Then the Swamiji says, for you to experience this happiness and bliss, I had to tell you a lie that you will die within 3 days. Because the fear that you will die within 3 days made you to fall unconscious, and you transformed yourself being with that fear. So when you are with the fear constantly, then you will know how free you can be instead of trying to resist or escape from it. This story I wanted to share for us to understand how important it is to be with fear. Rather from escaping from fear, you look into the fear, be with that fear. When you are being with that fear, you always feel a tremendous sense of happiness or tremendous sense of control within ourselves. You have a tremendous sense of energy. So I encourage each one of my viewers to start looking within themselves to understand this fear. It may be fear of war, it may be fear of any form of fear, is only is there until you look at it directly face to face. Instead of resisting, let us look at the fear and be free from fear. All these inner sciences happened to me after me attending the Inner Awakening program conducted by Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda. It's a 21 days program. I had the opportunity to attend last September in 2016. Me attending that program actually empowered me to look within myself. I had the access to look within my emotions, my happiness, my peace, and I am in total control with myself. That happened when I was there in the breathing space of His Holiness, the Avatar, Paramahamsa Nityananda. Please check in about this program called Inner Awakening. It's a 21-day program. I will share certain links for you to visit that site, and if you have any queries, any question about the program, please write a mail to me, keep in touch with me. I will assist you in understanding better how to approach this program. Saying so, I take leave from this short video or series of fear series. Thank you. Nityanandam. Be blissful.